Welcome back. Welcome to Tarot to a T. Today we're going to do the May 2022 reading for the sign of Scorpio. I apologize for being a little bit late. I do like to get these out around the 1st. But we're only, 6 days into it. It's not too bad. Anyway, if you haven't already subscribed, I would encourage you to do that just so you would know when my mid-month is out, which will be very soon. Almost back to back, honestly, because I got a lot going on and I was a little bit late with these. But I'm going to try to get them back on track this weekend. So, Scorpio, let's see what's going on with you. Oh, and if this is your first time here, welcome. Glad you could join us. Stick around, see what you can see what you like. Hopefully you'll like it. I don't try to come on here with any great pretense or airs or high expectations. I just try to do the best I can and be as honest as I can and as authentic. So, thank you for joining me. That's the bottom line. And I encourage you to subscribe as well. So we're going to look at a situation here, Scorpio. Once I'm getting that sense not to shuffle anymore. Oh, there we go. And then we're going to deal some cards that talk about a little bit of a snag or a problem you're having with this situation. Something that's kind of complicating it. And then we'll deal the cards of advice, because that's what we're ultimately here to seek out advice from the other side, as they say, right? Okay. Not too close to the flames. We don't want the advice to catch on fire, but I think we're safe. I'll move it down just a tad. Always makes me nervous. I'm so careful with fire. Too many, too much safety training. So I'm always extra careful with the fire. Anyway, never hurts to be careful, right? Let's see what's going on here. You just completed something major, and this made you very, very happy. I like to see that. It's opened up some new pathways and new opportunities for you. Perhaps you weren't expecting, or maybe you are. Wow. This is the card of unfortunate changes, but perhaps this unfortunate change is on someone else, not you. We will dive deeper into that. I was just trying to pick up, because the Seven of Hearts, even though on the outside it kind of looks like, oh, this could be positive, but this is like your heart being broken in a sense. Not like a romantic sense necessarily, although it could be. It's kind of like your expectations weren't met in some way. Yeah, but like I said, you had something majorly end here, but I'm going to look at the Six of Clubs because I didn't talk a lot about that. This is... Like I said, this has opened up some doors for you, opportunities. It's actually all very positive, though. This ending is positive, and this is positive. So it's curious. We have kind of the opposite energy with the Seven of Hearts. That's why I'm tending to think you ended something, and somebody else is experiencing a loss or some kind of disappointment. Although it remains to be seen. We will reveal some more here. But this is about happy friendships, it could be romantic relationships. Just all in all, it looks like the path is clear for you to explore things just a little bit more quality in terms of, I don't know, spiritually, financially, mentally. I mean, the realms are open. The Six of Clubs is honestly that kind of card. It could go in any direction. So you take it how it fits or how you are wanting it to go. Seven of Spades. This is a little bit more clarification. So some truth was uncovered. I think some truth was uncovered on your end, and you put an end to something. It may initially have been very disturbing, comes to mind, but not disturbing like your whole world was shattered, but just like, oh, your reaction was kind of like, oh, that really sucks. Well, I'll just put an end to this before it goes any further. It could have been a relationship. Yeah, because somebody here, I mean, this could actually be the reflection in this information or some kind of hidden truth that was brought to light, and you feeling this heavy disappointment. That's what I'm getting. I'm just not sure who's experiencing that. I got 2 cards. All right. Oh wow. And they're both cards of change. They're both 5s. That is really wild, because I do mix and shuffle cards like crazy. Okay, so you obviously have changes going on. I don't think you're bummed out about it, but we'll first talk about the 5 of Hearts. The 5 of Hearts is about separation. It could be pretty much any type of separation, not just romantic relationship kind of separation. Honestly, I think it is involving a relationship in your case. It could also be separation from a home, like a living situation. The 5 of Diamonds, interestingly enough, is a change in financial abundance. It could also be like a job change. I'm not picking up that this was a job change, although it could have been. At this point, it could go either way, the way the cards are reading. But this is like some kind of... If you're an entrepreneur, it's a new way of doing the business that you've been doing. Or if you're not like in your business for yourself, this is like definitely a job change. But in any case, you're getting some kind of bump up in your abundance. And like I said, if this hasn't happened already, this could be on the verge of happening. Or, I mean, this is for the entire month of May. So it doesn't have to be like happening right now, Scorpio. Oh, 3 of Clubs. So this involved some kind of... I mean, you could say it's a third party, but honestly, I don't tend to look at this. I mean, in reality, when people say third party, I say to myself, how many third party situations can one be involved with? I mean, for real, right? It's not realistic. People like to say, oh, well, that's a third party. I don't know. Tarot readers I listen to, they'll throw that out there, and I'm like, not in reality. I personally don't run into third-party situations. Maybe you do. I mean, it could if there's like an argument or a disagreement. Maybe there's another person involved, but romantically, This is the card of strife, though. Struggle. It can involve like some kind of partnership. So in that sense, like with one person. Doesn't have to be romantic. I'm sensing this completion, though. This is kind of the energy behind it. So there was some struggle. Okay, and there was something involved with a person. You were involved with a person in some fashion or form. It could have been at work. I'm not picking up like really heavy, like romantic energy here. So, That's an interesting twist. Let's look at your complications. Okay, somebody took control with the King of Hearts. With the 6 of Spades. Oh, wow. This is the card as something being... It's open pathways, like we talked about the 6 of club here, like new opportunities, but this is like fate. So this was destined to happen. You were in a situation that was just waiting to ripen, is what I'm getting. And it involved some kind of balance or harmony that got upset. Okay? Let's talk about the 2 spades here. Yeah, this is definitely division and disharmony. So I think somebody was betraying you and you found out the truth. Yeah, we talked about that, right? You uncovering some kind of truth. I'm hearing that very strongly. If it wasn't a person, it was like an entity, like a corporation or a company, or, you know, just kind of a job dynamic situationship. It's also the card of, like, discovering someone's a false friend, like that you thought they were your friend. It could be that kind of betrayal, certainly in a job situation. You really thought they liked you, you thought they had your back, and they don't. And it was fated. This was destined. It's almost like whoever you were involved with or whatever situation you were in from the get-go, it was going to happen. It was just a matter of time. Somebody in authority, and this is generally a person who's very kind and generous and loving. This is almost like a father figure. Somebody in authority took control here. It's possible if it's at workplace. I'm getting a lot of workplace vibes from this, so take it how it fits. But this person was in this situation of authority, like a supervisor, a business owner, your supervisor, you know. Doesn't have to be like the top of the chain necessarily, but somebody up above you. And I think you were relieved because you were happy here. This ending made you happy in some way. It's like it was stressful. Yeah. Initially, you might have been upset. Okay, with this Ten of Spades is kind of the card of, oh crap, bad news. There might have been a little fear about the repercussions from it initially. And that's what's kind of complicating it, and that's totally understandable. If you suddenly like had to separate from a job situation, I'm totally getting job situation more than relationship, but this is a general reading and it could resonate in different sectors of someone's life or several people's lives. Several people's lives, obviously, because I'm reading generally. Yeah, again, the card of, well, this is about the balance and the harmony. In this sense, there needed to be some kind of communication, and communication was really messed up. It just wasn't happening, or it was very convoluted. Maybe you had people talking behind your back, spreading rumors, spreading gossip. I'm not seeing like a card in here that says you're under a lot of strain, but I would imagine that that's why this completion kind of made you happy. You're like, good, I get to get out of this. I don't have to quit. I don't have to put in my notice. I'm gone. Let's see what your cards of advice are. Oh, you're moving ahead in your financial arena. And you're off to a wonderful new start. And you're taking control. You're kinging up. You are the king. Scorpio, do not worry. This king is very, they have high virtues. They're very virtuous. This person is generous, trustworthy. They have high moral values. It's possible somebody in a position that was like a mentor or a counselor to you gave you advice, or you need to go seek advice. If you go to a church, maybe like a pastor, or just like a trusted friend, maybe somebody a little bit older than you, more mature, more experienced. In any case, it's going to result in you taking control of this situation. You're really going to get off on the right track if you do. That's what I'm seeing here. Okay? Like I said, the Eight of Diamonds is very promising because this talks about hard work paying off. So whatever you were doing in this job situation mess, don't worry, because your financial future is looking good, and your hard work did pay off, and you are successful. Perhaps you just needed to go through this experience, not only to gain the experience personally, but also job-wise, career-wise. It's like a stepping stone onto something better, because you're definitely off to this new start. And this new start with this ace is actually very nice. Very nice. It with the heart, it's denoting it's a strong urge on your part to go somewhere where you're appreciated, right? But it also denotes the end of a dispute. I think you were having troubles. You were just trying to, like, maybe sweep it under the rug and ignore it, and it came to a head here. And now you're having to move on, but it's okay. It's all good, as they say. Yeah, you got another ace. This is about starting over in new beginnings, but also a strong desire for learning some kind of new skill or gaining some kind of knowledge. Maybe this whole situation gave you these skills that you needed to move on. And by the way, if you notice my hands are dirty, I just got off work and I really scrubbed them. I work at a kind of dirty job, so I apologize for that. They'll come off in the shower. I didn't actually take a shower. Not to distract you from this beautiful new beginning, though, and this is just looking really good. I mean, don't sweat. Whatever happened here, whoa, Queen of Clubs. That's a nice way to round it off with this King of Clubs being down here. This Queen of Clubs, yeah, she's looking good. She's in a power position. This is female energy. You don't have to be a male. You don't have to be male. You don't have to be female. But these are cards indicating a place of being in power, maturity, all about having charisma and grace, especially with this queen. I would say with the male and the female power energies here, this is about you being balanced. We all have male and female characteristics. We have to admit that, right? Even if we feel strongly female or strongly male or identified that way. Ideally, we need a balance. We need a balance between the two. I'm seeing that as a good way to end this reading, because I think you're going to achieve that balance. With these two new starts, my God, you have the two aces. And in the middle, you have moving ahead in your finances. I mean, whatever energy you were putting in here, it's paying off, and that's what's important. Yeah, picking up and moving on. Scorpio, you rocked it. Thank you for joining me. Hit that like button if you like this video. And don't forget to subscribe, because I will be coming out with a mid-month reading. I may not get around to bonuses. I'm feeling really crunched right now for time. I got a lot going on. But take care until I see you again.